Morena. It now seems for most of us that we are past the worst of the current weather event. The review that I announced into what went wrong in the first 24 to 48 hours is underway. Aucklanders began the big Auckland clean-up the very next morning after the flood. You've made me proud and humbled to be your mayor. You've risen to the challenge to look after your neighbours and your local communities, to lend a helping hand. In support, our council staff on the ground, our emergency services and our volunteers have also been magnificent, in some cases putting themselves at risk. Today our council focus moves from the emergency response to provide greater support to the big Auckland clean-up. The big Auckland clean-up is being led by communities, community organisations, local boards, local councils, the private sector, and supported by Auckland Council and central government. Within council, the clean-up will be championed and led by Deputy Mayor Desley Simpson, who will host a daily briefing at 1 p.m. As of this morning, we have over 4,500 households who have asked for assistance. Over 250 buildings have already been red stickered. More than 2,000 flooded cars and other vehicles have been removed, and over 600 tonnes of flood-damaged household waste has already been moved to landfill, with more waiting on our berms to be collected. The number of roads still closed is down to a few. Most of our beaches are still closed for health reasons, but some are safe for swimming again. Tap water remains safe to drink, and the power is still on. Since the very first morning, thousands of Aucklanders have offered to help. Volunteer groups, including the Student Volunteer Army, who I worked with yesterday, have been doing great things. Mana Whenua and Mata Waka have mobilised. Schools are setting up their own armies to help in their own communities. Iwi, sports clubs, Rotary clubs, Zonda, Lions, groups like these are all involved and want to help. Everyone wants volunteers to have the information they need to go where they can to do the most good. These websites have information about helping with the big Auckland clean-up, and the media is also helping to get that information out to you. If you can't find somewhere to help but still want to offer, then call 0800 22 22 00. If you just need a helping hand, call the Student Volunteer Army on 0800 400 100. Later in the week, we'll also announce details of the big Auckland fix-up. This is a much longer project, months and probably years. This is the recovery phase: rebuild, renovate, rectify and renew, and I will be deeply involved. So let's show New Zealand and the world the strength of all the communities across our region. Thank you again, Aucklanders. Ngā mihi.